Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. And I want to wish all of you a Merry Christmas in advance. Now, if you check in the news, you will see that the budget in the office of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya has been increased by 914 million, which brings it to 2.63 billion Kenyan shillings. The man who is sitting in that office is Gachagwa, a man who joined William Ruto to campaign, and they were preaching the gospel of dynasty versus hustlers. And so they presented the cry of hustlers, and they were fighting the leadership of Uhuru Kenyatta, where Ruto was serving also, and also to some extent branded Raila as dynasty. You look on all this, I think there is one man who made a mistake to support this team, but he told the Kenyans the truth before he joined them. Mudavadi was somewhere in Nyandarua, and he practically demonstrated to Kenyans using a bottle of drinking water to explain the meaning of bottom up. It never meant to serve the poor, but it all meant that you serve William Ruto and his government. So those who have turned the bottle up and they have taken everything, it is Ruto, Gachagwa, Mudavadi, Wetangula, and the entire cabinet, and anyone who support this regime.
Economy, a trickle-down economy, trickle-down effect. Mwingine anasema bottoms up. If you did this and you say bottoms up, this is the bottom. Mtu anameza kila kitu. Na mwananchi atapata nini? And how are you going to finance this economy? Ya kusema bottoms up. Kwa sababu ushuru pia umegonga wananchi. Kwa hivyo ni lazima tuwe na mpangilio ya kuhakikisha kwamba pesa, kwa sababu pia mama hataki kusukuma sana na.
As we continue with this panel discussion, just a quick request. For those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, imagine a man who told us that they found a dilapidated economy when they took over power. And if you believe so, what can you explain to Kenyans when you get to an office where there is no money, then you start increasing your budget? How do you explain to Kenyans to believe you that you found the dilapidated economy, there was nothing in the treasury? How can Gachagwa explain this when now his budget is 2.63 billion annually? I think this just exposes this regime. They lied to us, but it's not new and it's not news, because we have people who understood them, that we have liars on the other side. In everything they were campaigning for, they lied to Kenyans. Many did not understand, but we have those who understood these people. So if you got to power through lies, and even the results announced by the IPC sound to be fake, what do you expect? These people are going to live a lie. And indeed they are living a lie. The fact remains that there are people who saw what was coming to happen. But the worst is that they joined them and they are now together, like Mudavadi. It was true and it is still true, that they were going to turn the bottom upside down. And when you drink everything, you leave the bottle dry and empty. That is what they are doing here, exactly. Remember, when you see Gachagwa budget like this, understand that William Ruto budget has doubled. So I don't understand who is the dynasty, or what can we learn from this? Having a hustler, a man who presents himself as a poor, and the other one who has been painted as a dynasty, the man who has money, the family is wealthy, who has served the interests of the people, leave alone serving, who has demonstrated the interest of serving people. You check on Uhuru Kenyatta's budget, then you check what he was giving to William Ruto. He demonstrated as a president who does not want a lot of wastage. So if there is issue of cutting down, then Uhuru Kenyatta tried it. And this confirms that then dynasty can serve the interests of the people, but not their own interest, then if you have to go that direction. And going by what Gachagwa has been given, the money allocated to his office, a man who came out as a person who has nothing, then you'll be given this much amount. It confirms that those who pretend to be hustlers, or those who pretend to have nothing, can indeed cause a lot of wastage on our resources. On one hand, that man who pretends to be poor is spending more, but the one who was painted as rich spend wisely. So there is a lot of wastage. If Ruto want to demonstrate the spirit of hustler, and Gachagwa want to do the same, I am sure Gachagwa would have not allowed to be given a budget of 2.63 billion. He would have not allowed a 914 million additional budget to his office. But he accepted. That alone hit a blow on the narrative of hustlers. They no longer represent the rallying call they were pushing for in terms of putting money in the pocket of hustlers. Mambo ni tofauti. We anticipated a cut down, so that instead of increasing this money to 2 billion, 0.6, it should be reading 1 billion only. 1 billion. Then in that way, they will have demonstrated the spirit of hustlers, and you will show that you have interest to serve the people, but not spilling wastage. Imagine a man who is serving in a country where we have Kenyans who sleep hungry. They never mind about those who are hungry. Instead, they increase their budget. And the person who is funding this budget, it is same the poor, hungry, orphans, widows in this country. They are the ones who are being overtaxed. When you go to shop, you buy anything, we have VAT. And they increased from 8 to 16%. So the increment on taxes, it was not meant to serve your interest, but it has been evidently, clearly demonstrated in some of the budgets of these leaders. Ukitumia hii ya Gachagwa, they increased taxes, they increased the expenditure in Gachagwa's office, but they have not increased the number of projects that comes to serve you in terms of hospital, schools, road, market infrastructure. You can name all of them. There is nothing we have seen in terms of increment in projects development. But they have increased the recurrent budget, because this is a recurrent budget. It does not go to any development. Sasa mambo ya kunywa kila kitu, ubakisha chupa ikiwa empty, imefanyika. Today it's Christmas. We have Kenyans who cannot even afford a meal on such day. Watu wanapenda wavae vizuri kidogo, wakule, wajiburudishe, but we have seen people so much frustrated. Some cannot travel because they don't have money. But ukienda kwa ofisi ya Gachagwa, ako na budget kubwa. So these people got to office to serve their interest, but not your interest. They are now looking to having luxury life. Kumbe maskini ndio anatafuta luxury life, na tajiri hako anatafuta luxury life. If you still believe that these people are going to serve your interest in any capacity, then you must be sick.